Greetings YouTube, and welcome to the third of 6 videos that I break down each class in Marvel Contest of Champions and each champion from each class and talk about their offensive utility, their defensive utility, and their overall utility. Today's video we have the least champs in a class, which didn't used to be the case, but 2018 they just decided to take almost all of it off. Finally in October we get another Mystic champ, but we have not seen one in a very long time. So this is probably going to be the shortest video of the 6, but let's get right into it. As a reminder, this tier list is mainly for beginners who want to just know when you open up a champion, are they good? Do they suck? What are they good with? Are they a better attacker? Are they a better defender? What about that champion? Well, hopefully I can answer those questions. Also, as always, if you want to chime in and if you agree, disagree, if you like this format, I want this to be kind of unique in that we're seeing an overall rating and kind of seeing tiers within tiers, if you will. But if you just care about offense, then you don't worry about defense. If you just care about defense, you don't worry about offense. It's supposed to answer a lot of questions that a lot of people have quickly and efficiently without having an hour-long video, because ain't nobody got time for that. All right, I still think, overall, Magic is the best Mystic champion. Now, yes, defensively, she's come down a little bit. Blade wrecks her big time, but she's still a very solid defender, and let's be real, the people who start out this game, they're not going to have a Blade to counter her. Used to be a 55 out of 50 if you could do that, now 45. Offensively, still the best power control champ in the game with that special 2. The Mystic Dispersion changes have not hurt her on offense at all. Solid 93 out of 100. Now, Morningstar is one of those champs that's very good on offense and very good on defense. In certain cases, the best offensive champion if you're facing a lot of debuffs or buffs that you just want to instantly convert into damage. Defensively, especially Awakened, you can still wreck so many people. Unblockable special 2 node, I've seen that node, that really annoying node where you get no damage until specials. Morningstar is a very popular 90 out of 100. Very solid rating for a very solid champion. Mephisto, underrated attacker. I love playing with Mephisto, especially against people like Iceman, right? Just not as much of an effect. Unstoppable champs don't seem to have as much of a unstoppable effect on Mephisto, or of Incineration. Very good, but defensively he is the best for his own utility. 45 out of 50, very solid. 85 out of 100, one of the best champs in this class. Dormammu used to be much better on defense. I do think the Mystic Dispersion hurt him a bit, and certainly Blade has also as well. Offensively, underrated, especially for power control, comes in at an 81. Scarlet Witch, God, I want to rank her higher so bad, but the game has refused to give us anything past a 4-star Scarlet Witch, and so she used to be by far the best champ in the game, not just Mystic champ, but she was nerfed for sure in patch 12.0, and since then, defensively, I do want to say, if you are fighting her and you don't expect it, and it's a heal block node, and you don't have a poison immune champion, you can get wrecked. And that's why the 35 out of 50, some people might say it's too high of defensive rating, but the poison is why that is. Dr. Voodoo, also one of the best power control champs in the game, but a trash defender, 78 overall. Ghost Rider, also incredible offensively. Some people would argue, understandably, deserves a 50 out of 50 of offense, but very average defender. Easy special 1 and special 2 to dodge, 78 out of 100. The Hood, so underrated as both an attacker and a defender. Once Medusa came in the contest, the Hood quickly gained utility. Defensively, I think a bit underrated. In fact, for the next round, I might actually boost up Hood's defensive score a little bit. I think when you have the invisibility to worry about and that special 2, not someone that's fun to fight. I'm just going to say that. Juggernaut got a bit of a buff this month because now you can't parry him when he is unstoppable. I loved this champ when I was starting out, even a year into the game. Was my second best champ, was the first ever awakened 5-star from a 5-star crystal, and I took a lot of damage off of the collector simply by starting the match unstoppable and just going ham for, I don't know, 8 seconds until I died. A lot of revives, but, you know, Juggernaut still did the work. Loki, my boy, Headshoto, my boy, don't trust anybody. They think Loki's the best champ in the game, and if you want to argue with them, just check out the videos. Loki, insanely underrated. I still think the most underrated champ in the game, because a lot of people put him toward the bottom, and I just think that's a huge mistake, especially offensively. Now, defensively, yes, very easy to dodge that special 1, even the unblockable special 2. You just kind of have to keep your distance until the animation's over with and the counterattack. 67 overall, but who knows? Might go up offensively. Doctor Strange. This is a champ that used to be incredible as an attacker. In fact, probably close to, if not a 50. But man, was there a worse champion that got nerfed to the ground in patch 12.0 than Doctor Strange? I don't think so. And as a defender, still has some value. Unblockable special 2 especially, 67 overall. Guillotine. I went back and forth on whether or not I should put her above Doctor Strange. Still very good utility, but once Void came in, she's like a very, very poor person's Void offensively, and then defensively, not much value at all, 65. Unstoppable Colossus, I still think should be better. Offensively, okay, the Unstoppable works, but I think Juggernaut's a better offensive champion if you have to pick the two, even though I rated them the same. And then defensively, also not as good as Juggernaut. Kind of a poor man's Juggernaut, 65. Thor Jane Foster. Whoa, 37 out of 50. That seems really high. I disagree. That permanent infinite stun, once you have the opponent shocked, especially when you get that special 1 going in the RNG your way, this champion's like invincible. I love Thor Jane Foster. Top 5 most underappreciated champs in the game, but a trash defender, 62 overall. And then the final 2, both Iron Fists. When you open them, it's like getting an Iron Fist to your jugs. Somebody that should be better, and I'm not saying he's trash. In fact, a 55 for the worst score in a class just shows how good overall the Mystic class is. Yes, we don't have the hundreds overalls, but we've got a lot of 70s and 80s and 90s, and that's really good. Overall, I think this is the best class still. I'm so thankful we're finally getting a new edition, and it looks to be a very good edition in the Symbiote Supreme. We'll see how that all hammers out in the month of October, but I'm excited and optimistic that 2019 will also bring us far more than one Mystic champ for the whole year. Come on, Kabam, get with the program. As always, thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to make a comment about any specific champs ratings, feel free to do so below. I will take all of your feedback, as long as it's constructive and not hateful, into consideration, because I want this to accurately reflect the community. This is one of those things that's going to sound morbid, but I don't know, like tomorrow I could pass away, right? I could fly to New York City and the plane could not make it. But if I have a tier list that actually is good, then that could live on long after I could. And yes, that's morbid, but it's kind of nice to know I'm be leaving a legacy in the community that I care very, very much about. So thanks for supporting my channel, and I hope that this video helped you when you determine which Mystic champs to rank up.